Hi, I'm Michael Danner from Telluride High School. And I went to the University of Kentucky in Lexington to work at the Department of Chemical Engineering and Materials Science. So that's like the entrance and to the engineering building. And I worked under Dr. Barbara Knudsen. So when I showed up, I got a project, and it was making titanium dioxide on porous thin films for separations of proteins for medical applications, which is like totally crazy when you show up and that's what the first thing they tell you. And that's like the material when you look at it, and then you look at it under an electron microscope, and that's what it looks like. So the big thing I learned on my internship, like what chemical engineering was, because I'm from Telluride, so I'm like, oh, Box Canyon. And so you show up and you're like, oh, chemical engineering, I guess chemistry. And it turns out it's like taking chemistry and then process engineering and taking like chemicals and making them useful for like everyday applications, or maybe more than everyday applications. And so a lot of what I did was making materials, and that's like my titanium dioxide solution that I would make like every 2 days. Still haven't memorized. And then characterizing materials, which takes like a lot longer and is a lot more work. So I use like an electron microscope, and that was like the newest electron microscope UK got. So it actually has like a laser, so you can cut your sample in half and like look at the cross section. And then the flux measurements is like watching ethanol drip through a membrane for like 3 hours straight, and it drives you nuts slowly. So like to future interns, if you work really hard and make yourself useful, and then of course get lucky, because like I had independent research, you might get published. So that's just like one of my research updates that I would write for Dr. Knudsen and Dr. Stephen Rankin. And I want to thank Pinhead, Dr. Knudsen, Dr. Rankin, Saeed Islam, and Shanshan Zhao, who are the 2 graduate students I mainly worked with, for like offering this excellent opportunity for me. Thanks.